Hello. Change of scenery, that's for sure. I'm going to be showing you the current passion project, I guess we call it. This is where I've been spending pretty much all my time in this house right here. Well, not specifically right here, but in this world. Been spending all the time. So I'm going to quickly give you a tour and go over some things. I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can. But there's going to be a lot of yap about plans for building stuff, where what's going to go, ideas, etc. And it's overall just going to be like a progression checkpoint to see the progress we make. So this is like my 15th attempt recording. I'm not even joking. I made one the other day. I wasn't happy with how long it was, so I want this one to be like 20 minutes or under. And then I recorded 6 in a row. The first few I didn't like, the audio was way too loud. And then I made another one, and the audio wasn't even on. So hopefully, this is the one. 6 hours of recording later. So I'm just going to give you a world tour. I don't want to talk too much. This is the starter house. I'm just going to give a disclaimer now, so I don't have to repeat myself. The world is inspired by a lot of stuff you'll see. I'm not going to be linking the builds in the description. If you go on YouTube, you'll find some of them, honestly. But it's inspired from pictures or videos. Some replicas, some not replicas. But just a heads up. I just want to give full transparency before we head in. Pretty much just a few farms under here. And then under here is a trading hall. There's no barrels left because I had to move them. But just a quick bit of context, this is it might stay here, but the main trading hall is moving. And I'll show you where later when we get into the village section. But just for a quick of a background check, I haven't been on the game for quite some time now. So the last time I played, all the villages was 1 emerald trades, and they are no longer. So that was a bit of a weird change for me. But nonetheless, we'll quickly hop over to the Nether, and I'll show you what we're currently working on over here. Pretty much it's a simple small nether hub, and I believe the person that I found this from, kind of like inspo, he's called Lem, and it's pretty cool. I saw it and I really liked some of the aspects, but I also don't like the corners, how it's so flat. I don't think it's a 1-to-1, but it might be pretty similar. So yeah, I do like it, it's cool, but there's just some areas that need a bit of tweaking. I'll quickly show you what's in each way. This way will be a bartering farm. It's mainly just been where I've been gathering basalt and blackstone though currently. This way is the iron farm collection unit. As you can tell below and from above, which I'll show in a second, most of the island wasn't here. Even though, below anyway, it wasn't here, so we had to expand out. But above, it was all pretty much what this is currently. Just all basalt dollar. Which would be the worst biome we could have chose to have the spawn, which we didn't choose, but you know. From above, it doesn't look as bad. Got a beacon straight from the center. Tried playing with the glass texture. It's pretty cool. It didn't really work as well as I wanted it to. And then I believe this way is the bastion. Eventually, we're gonna, I think we're gonna remove it and just make a cool build and have a nice little magma, the Froglight farm, the magma and Froglight farm. And then up here is the Nether roof. Pretty much all that's here is a room to kill the wither, a portal, a glowstone to the mobs which it was built just before I started this long recording session that shouldn't have took this long. And then up here we have the creeper bit, and then here we have the guardian bit, and then a ritual in all my worlds. This way, a few hundred or 1,000-ish blocks, same with this, is a hoglin farm. And for now, that covers the plans and everything that we have here. There's not really a lot going on, and you'll see the portals don't yet link, so not very good. Before we move on to anything else, I shall show you the iron farm in the overworld. So, the reason out of all the farms that there is, I chose this one, is because it seemed relatively easy, which this part itself was, but beneath, it was a bit of trouble, but we got there in the end. But the main reason I chose this one specifically is because you can expand it up, sideways, so it's very expandable if you need more iron, which, to be honest, this one already produces more than enough. Pretty much all you do, flick this switch and off it goes. This part down here took me quadruple the amount of time that it took me to build everything up there. But that is just because I'm horrible with redstone. So yeah, this is the farm. It's pretty cool. It will be linked in the description. I would recommend this one. So if you're looking for an iron farm, you have some spare obsidian, I would recommend it. It's a pretty easy build, minus this bit. So just keep your eyes peeled in descriptions for changes and builds to the versions of the game. Other than that, you're good to go with this one. I'm going to quickly shoot back home. Quick description for the beacons. They're all currently down specifically for mining purposes. So that one over there that we just near the iron farm, that one is for deep slate, I believe. Just mining deep slate. And then over this way is my friend's hole. Sounds a little bit weird when you put it that way. This is the Ghast, the Happy Ghast docking station. We haven't found much of a use yet. They're very loud, but they're there. We have them. This is the hole. Anything that you can find underground material-wise, if you see it, it's probably from here. Or from the mountain that we destroyed. So yeah. Now that we're done with like the random segment, I guess, the spawn area, the nether, we'll move on to like the first, I'm not going to call it mega because it's not like a mega project, but it's a big project. And it is the village that we're planning on building. The sugarcane is going to go. I will eventually build something for it. I'm just reluctant on it because I don't really... Oh my god. Well, that works too, yeah. You could say I scared. I was... Oh my god. I'm not editing this out. This is staying in 100%. I just absolutely blew myself. That is crazy. I didn't even know that could happen. I wondered what was going on. Oh my god. But yeah, this whole area, as you can see, I'm going to say it once. I don't want to say it more than once. It's horribly terraformed currently. Everything, including the mountain. But it's all a work in progress. It'll all be done by the time the village is done. Don't worry. There won't be anything left missed. It will all be sorted. It will all be good. All of the rivers will look good. They won't have no sand, no dirt. It'll all be stone, andesite, cobblestone. They'll all look good. But just for now, that's what it looks like. But anyway, this is going to be like a watermill house. And then we've got signs for what stuff is meant to be. And this is the library built by my friend. We'll go inside. Freecam's a little bit weird. But you get the gist. It's just an extremely large library. We don't really... Yeah, I don't know. It's very nice. I really like it from the outside. It looks insane. The inside is cool as well. Don't get me wrong. But the outside looks amazing. We'll move on from the library, which was all my friend, all the mats, everything gathered by him. Over this way is... I saw this in a YouTube video. It was kind of just something to... Like, this is going to eventually, hopefully, go all the way around, depending on how close some of the builds come to the river. And I just really liked it. It makes it look better than just dirt entering. Like, it just adds more detail. So, I liked it. And then, again, the harbour. There's one thing wrong, and you can probably tell just from looking at it. But, again, this will be fixed before we're done with it. And it's just a little bit wonky here for some reason. But all good, no problem. But yeah, this is built by my friend. Everything is built as an interior, all done. And then over here, it's like my portion, I guess. I've been plodding my way around the outside, working on the paths, working on stuff. Currently, the big issue in the world is, well, one, I don't like the pond. I like it, but it's a bit small. But he's really flat, I'm gonna be honest. Like, we need more, not mountains, but just a little bit more up and downy. I like the turns, but it's just very flat at the minute. The design is cool. I like the hay bales, I like the fences, the paths. I'll link in the description a very good guide for building villages, and you'll see where some inspo from paths and stuff has come from in that video. But currently, another big problem is these 3 houses currently have absolutely no purpose other than to just look pretty cool and to fill up the dead space. The custom trees look horrible from here, but decent from here. Work in progress. These just like my first ever 2 attempts at trees, so in my opinion, not horrible. They look pretty good as long as you look from these 2 sides. Maybe not this side, but this one. But yeah, this is a work in progress. We'll get there with it. We'll make them look better. It's kind of just getting into like the detail like way of Minecraft, because I guess I've not really played it in a way where everything has detail. It's just been super flat, boring builds most of the time I played. So just a quick backstory for build. I don't know if I already have. I've built stuff before, but it's kind of just been like random shacks here and there. I'm gonna be honest, and a few chests. And my friend is like built bare minimum stuff. Like, so to say that he's built currently the 3 biggest things that we have in the world, it says a lot. So he's like I think what it's gonna be is he's gonna be the builder, and I'm gonna end up being like the detailer, I guess. Which is kind of ironic, but yeah, I kind of like this area. We'll find a purpose for these. But yeah, I kind of like the fact we included a little bit of different stuff, like I guess materials to make them look a bit different. Nonetheless, I'm pleased with how they turned out. And then the boat, I saw this in a Peaceful Penguin video, because all of his builds are insane. So if I could take just one small thing and add it into my world, had to be this. I saw it in the little stream that he made in his recent village, and it looked incredible. So I just plonked it right here for now. 1, so I remember how to build it, and 2, in case we ever want to add any more. But the idea is kind of, again, from Peaceful Penguin, what I really liked in one of his videos, what he said, that he can like just walk his entire world, which is just insane. Like if you just zoom in like all the way over there, if there was a build over there, like you could have walked to it in his world, and that is just insane to me. So it's something we will definitely try and incorporate at some point. But this is the 2nd most recent addition. It's the most recent build. It's just a little sniffer pen to get the pitcher pods and the torch flowers. And all it is some hopper minecarts running underground, picking up all the seeds that I dropped and delivering them straight into that barrel down there. But that's about it. Unfortunately, you don't see the 8 hours I spent trying to get the 4 eggs, because for some reason my memory just completely blanked and I forgot that you can breed when you have 2. So 9 hours in getting 4 eggs it was. We'll never be doing that again. But moving on past these houses, we'll move to the houses that have some form of meaning. And as you'll probably see, the land is pretty rocky right now. I've already talked about it. We'll skip past the land. But this is the armorer's house. It's pretty cool. I do like it. It's very small, but it serves its purpose and I like it. And while we're looking here, I kind of want to incorporate some of the like ores up to a path to the miner's house, which is exactly what this is. It's pretty cool. I really like it. Again, the full interior. And now we will move on to the castle and surrounding. By surrounding, I mean below. So if we go directly above, you'll see that the mountain that the castle is on is now like a circle somewhat. Not really, because I'm not the best with circles, as it probably you can tell. But this entire area that like looks obscenely like obscene, yeah, that word, very flat, This is what we'll say. Don't want to push my words too much. But the reason it's also flat is because it all used to be like a regular mountain generated. And it just went straight up. I didn't want that. I didn't like it. I feel like you couldn't see the castle enough from all directions. Like, you couldn't see the castle from this angle. You couldn't see it from here. And I just wanted something so you could always look at the castle and be like, that's it. I wanted it to be the true standout point of the village, which from pretty much every angle now, due to the mountain, even though it's not terraformed or anything yet, you can see it, which is very cool. The second thing, I mess around with a few like ways up. Obviously Elytra is going to be the main one, but just for the sake of what I already said, making the whole world walkable, it really needed something. And I think I did that, but it's currently uneven. So this is yet to be worked on, but it will be done. And then moving on past this castle and the currently ugly mountain is going to be. So this is quickly, I'm just going to cover this. This is going to be like the second entrance, or like an alternate entrance to the trading hall, and where will be this trading hall and storage room. And this will be like the main entrance area. Currently the plan is to have like a floor below the basement of the castle, just straight down, and then have like one floor, 2 floors, maybe even 3 if we really want to go overkill on a trading hall for some reason. I think 2 will be fine. And then below we'll do a storage room, the normal 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will be fully automated. We'll do all that snazzy stuff. That about is it for this area. It's kind of hard to visualize too much. We don't really have any plans exactly for how it's going to look yet, so it's kind of, I think, finish more of the village and then we'll get to it. As you can see, there's already progress been made since this map was placed here. There's no more lava, there's no more village, there's no more ugly, horrible staircase. I should have never built that. But yeah, currently this is what we're working with. Hopefully by the next time you see this, it should change quite a lot. But moving on from the village, because I think we've touched about all floors, we can move on to the farm section. Which also currently, because the world is only a month old, we don't have too many farms, but the ones we have are pretty big. So this is the biggest farm we have currently, with plans of course to add bigger and better ones in the future. This currently won't work, so I can't show you how insane it is, but it is a creeper farm. I can't remember who by, but it will 100% be linked in the description because it's an insane build. It doesn't take horribly long. The longest part, in case you can't tell from all the trapdoors and the stone and the obsidian, is just collecting the mats. And obviously that's the same for most builds, but like all the farms have just been such like teamwork so far, and I'm all here for it. I don't mind it because pretty much what the plan was torches we just had anyway. Or every single piece of stone you see and obsidian is all from my friend. Every single carpet and stone button is from my friend. And the trapdoors and the cats would spread over there just infinitely. The fish, you'll see how we had so much of that soon. And the trapdoors were probably the worst part, because in case you can't tell, there's quite a few of them. But this farm is absolutely insane. And when it is on and the mob switch is off, they absolutely pour through you. AFK, 10k an hour. Non-AFK, turn these off and hit this. 25, 30k, I believe, maybe even more per hour. So it's incredible. All you have to do is AFK here, not even manually do it, or with an auto clicker. All you have to do is AFK there once and you'll probably have enough for quite some time. But moving, this is not getting edited, I'm not touching this video. But moving on is going to be ENXO4's Guardian Farm. You've probably seen this in almost every world that's known to mankind, because it is truly an insane farm for how easy it is to build. Well, that is all easy, apart from this part anyway. If you can tackle the ocean monument, you can place the source on, you can build this bit pretty fast and just get up there and through to the Nether. Like, you are perfectly fine. This farm is insane. It's 100% worth it. I wouldn't recommend any other XP farm in the game. I built this and I will never go back to Enderman farms ever again. Unless obviously anything changes. It is incredible. And moving down, I'll quickly show you the end portal and the end. There's not really a lot here right now. It's very bare bones, very just how it came. So yeah, drop down. Quick bit of backstory. When we first arrived here, we mined into the library, which is I remember the path. We come down here and this way, yeah, we came into the library and we came in through this way. And when we dropped down, me and my friend, we just started going ham, getting all the books, and a young me steps right here and we get the achievement. And of course there is a whole trial chamber here, so insane. Back to where I am. Currently we don't know. We don't really have a plan. For now it's just going to stay as it is. I don't mind it too much. We don't come here too often. We have no reason to right now, mainly because we've already done everything that is to do here. We already have God knows how many pairs of elytra, so we're good for now. We have every end gate. We did all the obsidian that you've seen before was mined from these two pillars, this one and this one. But when you reset the Ender Dragon and respawn it for the end gates, it respawns the pillars. So currently we have no real way to show that because there's no recording from back then either. But yeah, all the obsidian was from here, and there's not a lot to say apart from I also died here because I was trying to mace the Ender Dragon and I didn't hit it, and I went under the map. And there's also a few instances where I ended up 1,000 blocks in this guy or 1,000 blocks that way. So good times. But for now, the world is good progress. It's around a month, maybe a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, but good progress has been made. And pretty much what my plan is going forward is to kind of just focus in on this world and just play it until I guess we run out of ideas, which we really shouldn't, or until we just need to do something else or want to do something else. My current plan is to keep playing, keep building, keep adding stuff. Like I know soon I want to add more farms, I want to finish the village. Then after that it's just work on as many farms as we can, just be good. But yeah, enough yapping. I want to wrap this up, try and keep it short-ish. And I'm going to try and post these style of updates every month. So it won't be showing you anything we've already built. Hopefully, I remember that. Nothing we've already built. Only new stuff we've added. New areas and so on. The only stuff apart from the like monthly, I think is what it will be. Like world tour / updates of things that have been added will be possible things, specific things we built. Like a farm maybe, or like a dump collection of farms, but we'll soon see. So hopefully I shall see you in a month's time.